everybody, I have been doing a project and some people have asked me about it, and I just want to show you how easy it is to make a pair of sports shorts. These are athletic shorts that the boys wear to play basketball, do MMA. They're the long ones. How you can make it for a skirt. My little girl prefers to wear skirts, and I know some other people are interested in it, so this is how you do it. You take the shorts, here's the waist, and here's where it splits in the middle for the pant leg. The inside seam and this inside seam, I'm just going to hold it and have it to where it's right there. And I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut across on just barely one side of the seam that's there. I'm not trying to get it right in the middle of the seam. Some of these are lined, and I want the lining to line up again once I sew these up. Alright, now that's how the pants were, the shorts were. I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to take the back seam and the back seam together, and I'm putting it to the wrong side out. You just turn the whole thing wrong side out. Alright, so now they're inside out. And you can see it's a skirt already, you just got to sew the seam up. So this is your little, what do we call it? I call it the crotch seam. I'm not sure what the technical term is for it, but it's the part that goes up between the legs from the back and the part that goes up from the front. So it curves. I'm going to get this over a little bit better. And you see how it curves. I'm going to take it. When I take it to my sewing machine, I've got the bottom, I want it to line up, so I'm going to just pinch it where it's exactly, the hem's even. And I'm going to pinch it and pull it here and make it nice and tight. And this is my goal. Where this seam goes straight, I want to take and sew a seam from the point where this starts curving. I don't want to go into the curve. I want to stay at the last bit where it's straight. And I'm going to sew a seam. If this is point A and this is point B, I want to sew a straight seam from point A to point B. Again, where the seam's straight, I'm going to take a seam, I'm going to go down at an angle and stop it there. So here we go, I'll show you. Okay, I apologize. I have the most jacked up lighting system here today. I'm in the darkest room in my house. There's no windows. It's night anyway. But I was doing this, and I just thought while I was doing it, I would go ahead and show you. Now, I'm at the machine, and I have put my pressure foot down. This is my old trusty Singer. I've taught kids to sew on for years and used it myself about to death. Parts are falling off of it. If you've got anything that can sew a straight stitch, you can do this. Okay, we're back to where I was with this is the waist. I've gone down to the straight, where the straight starts curving, and I've stopped, and I put my presser foot down at the angle to be at the very last bit of the straight. I'm going to hold my hem down here, right where I want it to be. Remember I talked about pinching it so it would stay? And I'm going to pull it. I'm not pulling it because these are stretchy, but I'm just using a straight stitch. I'm not doing anything fancy. And I'm just holding this down flat. I'm going to start my seam here. I'm going to go forward a couple stitches. I'm going to back up those same couple of stitches, and then I'm going to start going forward again. And I'm going to try not to stop till I get to the end here where I'm pinching the hem together, making that a straight line from that point A and point B that we talked about. Here we go. And you want to make sure and just catch it on the very edge, because you don't want it to look like a pucker when you're through. So I'm going to go a couple of stitches and back up a couple. And I got a little off, and I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm just going to keep on going. Alright, let me get back down here to my hem. I don't know if you can see yet, but there's my seam right through there. You see how it's just a straight line. When you get down here where the hem is, it's, you know, it's going to be a little more thick than this part, so it does take some finessing to get it through there just right. But just keep going straight and try to get to the point or right inside of the point. Here's where the finessing comes. I'm going to do that back up again to lock my stitch. I'm letting go and going forward again and finishing it off. I'm going to raise my press foot and I'll show you. You find this, I'm sorry, I'm working at my children's homeschooling desk. Let me cut my little threads and show you what I've done. Alright. Get up here in the light. Here's that waist. I'm pulling it back here so you can see. And where it started going, it's supposed to be straight. Here we go. Where it started to go straight. Right there, I kept it straight. Well, I'm working backwards. There we go. I kept it straight down to the point. Okay. What I will do, once I make sure there's no pucker and everything's all right, I will come in and I will just cut basically what would be a 1/4 inch hem, and seam length. I'm sorry, a 1/4 inch away from the seam, just for a seam allowance, basic, and that will cut all this thickness out from the skirt so it won't look funny. So I'm going to do the other side. I'm sorry, knocking over my children's pencil erasers and making a mess. And I'm just going to do the same thing I did before. Flattening out the other side. Going to get that angle coming down to the seam. And this is a pair that is lined. So, you know, you do want to flatten everything down. You don't want your lining to get puckered in your seam. Since it is a lined, see, it's got this inside lining and then the regular stuff. It's really not a problem because these seams usually hold it all together. It's just right here it might flop a little on you, but if you lay it flat and just smooth it, it's going to be fine. Alright, and I'm just going to measure, I'm just going to eyeball it from this straight point. I've done several pair now, so I've kind of just figured out my by eyeballing where the straight area kind of just starts and stops. I haven't had a pucker yet. Let me do this thing. Now, in the time it's taken, the only editing I've done is showing you the shorts on my ironing board, and then I brought you right to the sewing machine with me, and here you are. I'm going to have somebody put these on and show you. Alright everybody, I found somebody to put a skirt on for me. This is, she already had this on, I didn't make her change. This is a red pair that I've done, but the burgundy pair I did the same thing. This pair even has a pair of pockets, and so you can put your things in when you go running, and the pockets are real handy. And as you can see, it's just a smooth seam, and I haven't washed these yet, but once you wash them, and you know, all the seams just lay flat and nice. Now, I did tell you that I leave a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Here at the bottom, I take that in closer, and I get really, really close to the seam. And then as I go up, I just work my way into a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And that way, the ends down here don't stick out. But these are great for if you're jogging, running, playing softball, working out, playing any kind of sports or anything that a girl would want to do. And she often wears the little Capri things under here or something like that if it's chilly, or if she's going to work out and she knows she needs to be able to move around and remain modest. And we just love them. So there's how you make an athletic skirt from a pair of athletic shorts.